I think there's this misconception that you actually have to be cool to attract girls, which is just not true. I always see these guys in my school which have like the cab, which dress for the streets and then try to act all tough. And they are quite successful with that. They sometimes get some woman, some girls that they talk to, which they go behind the school with. But do you think these girls are actually the ones that would stick around and eventually become the wives of these guys? Let's be honest, you don't think so either, do you? So, for yourself, you don't have to put some pressure on you that you have to act all cool, that you have to basically change your authenticity. Because you've tried being the cool guy, you've kind of forced yourself into it, but you've noticed that it just doesn't feel right. Because cool guys, like we are in the teenage years, like we imagine them and then try to be like them. They are kind of inhuman and also egotistical most of the time because you had the scenario where you are walking on the crosswalk and then another guy came towards you and you just held eye contact with him, but this guy stared you down like evil. So this just proves to me that you can be cool, but the better way to approach these things and actually then get the wife you would want, the girl you would actually want and be compatible with, is to kind of embrace your authentic self right now. So you don't want to be cool, okay? Don't be cool, don't act cool. There's times in which you are cool by just being yourself because you're calm. And you know the cool guys that are kind of on the streets and then try to get some conflict with other guys. So they would just scream at other guys and try to cause some drama for them to have a good story. You're not like that. You don't actually want to cause drama just with your. You know that if you hurt other people, like with words or even came into conflict is never good. Like a good discussion, yeah, for sure, but conflict, we don't actually want that because nobody can win most of the time, right? So we know that if we are wholesome guys, if you looked at the top, imagine a wholesome guy that worked on himself, went to the sports, stayed humble, and followed like his purpose, his mission, what he actually wanted to do. This guy then, of course, will want to have a wife that's also more wholesome. Because imagine this rapper. This rapper gets a lot of fame, is on social media, has millions of girls following him. But all of this, all of these girls being kind of lustful over this guy, do you think they would actually be with him because of the fame, or do you think they would be with them because of the person he is on social media? Because of the facade he basically put up. Because you know these rappers seem kind of empty and portray this unrealistic life in which they are so cool. Oh, that's not us. If you look 10 years forward in time, you want to have a family with a wholesome wife that you can still kiss and have romance with. You want to have children that are quite healthy. You want to have a good family unit where maybe even your grandparents are still in it. And you can smile and laugh and don't have to kind of hide that you actually want to love right now because you think, oh, having the poker face is more authentic, but really isn't it? It's not even that cool, right? So snap out of the idea that you would have to be cool to actually attract girls. There's girls out there which find the cool guy, the Instagram guy with the black and white pictures attractive, but they are on social media and consume a lot of content. And okay, they see like 20 guys, they follow 20 guys which have this kind of model. And you don't want to be like these guys, so why would you even want to attract these girls that like these guys? Because I think there's like a decent league system, so that if you're basically vaping and doing no sports, you will also get the fat woman which doesn't even love you and is only with you for the money. Then you can move up, like you have a 9 to 5, and the love of your woman will fade eventually, maybe. And then you can follow your purpose, stay true to yourself, do what makes you happy, be authentic, and then you will also get the wholesome woman that you will have a romance with, that you might not see as often because you want to keep a good romance with her, but she actually loves you, and you love her back. So you can decide for yourself which kind of life you want to choose, because what you do now kind of defines your own in the future. If you were just playing video games all day and weren't improving and developing yourself, your woman would also be kind of stuck in this rut and scroll on Instagram the whole day. And then suddenly, someday you meet and you're at the same level. And then, oh, there's a spark. You get together. Maybe then you keep improving and you see that, okay, she's still scrolling the whole day. I don't actually find that attractive. I want more. I feel like I deserve more from my woman. And this is where things would start to break. Because you have to imagine, if you really want like your dream life with the dream family you would want, you would be authentic in that life. Like, we know that life doesn't, we know that life isn't about us. That we shouldn't be selfish about it, but we should stay ourselves and not kind of mold ourselves into an alien like we as teenagers do, because okay, we have to watch out for the new, how do you even say it in English? I think it's fashion, for the new fashion. And suddenly, okay, you're spending more time on trying to get the outfits, but you don't even care about what your looks really are. You would rather just do sports all day and then be in a school with kind of sweat stains, maybe even, because you would rather have the exercise than look good for this one day. And honestly, I would respect you for that, even if it seems kind of, oh, he has sweat stains. He's disgusting, but you've worked for it and you've kind of sacrificed your authentic self for what the others would want to see. So I'm not trying to be like the guy that says that you should just be the alien, like too much following your thoughts and what you actually want to do. Like, there's some weird stuff you would want to do, right? So that doesn't appeal to social norms. Of course, don't stick out too much so that you're an alien. I myself have to admit that my mother sometimes calls me out because it's winter right now and I jog to my gym in short pants. And she's worried about guys in my city perceiving me as the odd guy and then building a reputation for myself that doesn't fit me. But then I think maybe if people see me like this, they might think I'm crazy, but that's only because they they're scared to live in the way that I live right now and how I want to live. So really decide this for yourself. If you want to take these trade-offs, maybe be the weird guy to some, but then have yourself with your purpose in the center of your life, which is beneficial to you because you can grow quicker if you actually have your goals in mind and aren't just looking at the social norm, at the Instagram role model. Because you know you're quite different to a lot of guys. You see the boys that have this half-assed fashion, that put on these puffer jackets and then take the vape out from time to time. This you don't want to be. This might actually be the average guy of our generation right now. So keep this in mind. You have to follow like your purpose, and if you're true to yourself, eventually you will also get the woman that is true to herself. And if you're a good person in your heart, then of course you will also get the woman that is a good person in her heart and that has a lot of love for you. and that doesn't hide herself behind makeup. I hope this video helps you and maybe even redefines you in a way. Stay safe and good luck.